For the voltage doubler, you can draw the schematic. So I'm not drawing the schematic. It's very simple. You can just select the. You can just draw this kind of schematic where again, if you see here, the it's a sine wave with an amplitude of 3 volt and frequency 1 kilohertz. So again, these values are already given in the manual. The C1 is 10 microfarad and the C2 is also 10 microfarad, and D1 and D2 we have considered this diode 1 and 4148, and this also 1 and 4148, and considering the load resistance as 47 kilo ohm, we'll see the behavior. So you can just take all these parameters because you already have done a lot of we have already drawn many schematics till now, so I am not drawing again. So I have just directly come to the circuit. I have drawn it before just to save the time. So now if I do the simulation, and if I just see the waveform here and at the in and the waveform at out, so I think let's name it before we plot it. Net name V I in. This is my V in, and just drop out. So just name these two nodes V in and V out. Again, do the simulation again. Just delete it. So just plot V in and V out. So if you see here, you can see here that this is my V in, where as I mentioned, it's going 66 volt peak to peak. So it's going from it's going from this peak to peak. So you can see that the output voltage has ramped up and it has gone to almost it has gone to almost not exactly double, but to a value of around 4.8 volt. So it is supposed to be 6 volt because 3 volt peak to peak is my VM. According to theory, it is supposed to 6 volt. But what happens because of the diode drop? Like we know that diode drop is around 0.6. So whenever this capacitor is getting charged, it is not charged to VM. It's charged to VM minus VD. Similarly, whenever this capacitor is being charged, it is supposed to charge to VM, but again it also gets charged to lesser voltage of VM minus VD. So that's why that because of these two diode drops, right, around 0.6 and 0.6, although it's supposed to be 6 volt, these doublers give a voltage of 6 volt, but because of these two diode drops, it has come down to 4.8 volt. But however, also you can see a ripple here. So this is the ripple voltage that you are asked to calculate how much it is. Whenever this load is very high, of course this ripple is very small. But as I have mentioned, whenever you make it to a very small value at around like maybe 5K, right? If you can see a good amount of ripple here. So this ripple is happening because this resistor is trying to discharge this capacitor. So this there is this loop here. It's trying to discharge this capacitor. That's why you can see some kind of this ripple coming like that. So again, you can just change it back to 47K. So you can see this doublet like that. Voltage getting doubled like that. Any questions on this? Any questions? Hello? Is it clear? Hope everyone will be able to do it, right?